We welcome you to another live edition of The Sports Box, your go-to sports podcast featuring great content, conversation, and your occasional disagreement. Stick around to interact and ask questions. Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime.
It's all about the cash flow. So come on and get this money, man. Getting paper and we always do it major on the slow, you know it.
Woo! Here we go. Episode number 96, a game-winning drive. It's your boy Drew. It's my co-host from day one, Alex Hogan. And we got our new guy this year, Mr. Fogg. Man, oh man, it is loud and loud. Listen, man, I am excited. I am ready. We are going to talk. We have a huge piece from the one and only Fogg that's going to bring in the reins of fire onto Facebook and its algorithm and everywhere I share it. I can't wait to get into it. I can't wait to hear him out. It's going to be exciting because usually it's Alex, the one that wants to bring the fire. We got Fogg tonight, who's been very adamant of wanting to talk about what we want to talk about tonight, and it rhymes with Row Boys. All right, so we're going to get into that. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Dak Prescott and the Cowboys, which will lead into a perfect segue for Fogg. We're going to get into Brock Purdy. Is he the real deal, or is he just that good in the system that he's placed under Kyle Shanahan? And then we're going to talk about our Week 6 picks and our Week 5 results. But first and foremost, you know how we do over in Game Winning Drive. We'd like to thank our sponsor and our network, Sports Box Network, for giving us a platform that we have each and every week. Thank you guys so much to Brian Attard and Mike Galetta. Thank you. Also to our fans, Twitter and Instagram and TikTok is things that we use shared our segments on and our clips. So please, as every week, please give us a follow and a like. We're trying to build and we're trying to get big because we love talking about football. Also, you know how we do. Alex, how was your week, man, so far?
It's been a little rough this week, man. There's some stuff going on my job. And it's the big wedding week. Kaylee's closest sister is getting married this weekend, so it's like a lot of hectic last minute like alterations on pants and dresses and crap like that. So it's like super hectic, but we'll make it through. We'll power through like we always do. Just happy to be upright, mobile, and moving around, man. So
yeah,
let's get it.
Especially the fact that Kaylee's full blown Latina. So yeah, it's a little bit tougher than a typical white wedding. So Fogg, how's your week this week so far, man?
I love every bit of that. I was married to a Dominican and Puerto Rican, and I'm half Dominican myself, so I understand that. Alex, it's okay.
Habla español?
Claro que sí.
Sí.
Here we go.
My week's been rough too, just because of work.
All right. Well, let's get into it, boys. I know we got another guy coming up here in a little bit. If he shows up, hopefully he will. We can give you guys a little bit of a segue into your guys' show, you and B. Let's get into our topics at hand. If you guys look at the bars, by the way, real quick, look at the bars. Obviously, everything that we have on here is pink. It is just to spread awareness for breast cancer as we are in the month of October, to all the women and men that have suffered through breast cancer and any type of form of cancer, to be honest with you. We are with you. We give your thanks to the survivors for your strength and for your courage and inspiration. All right, man. Like I said, this is episode 96. Let's get into it, boys. Okay, so Sunday night. This was supposed to be the game of the year, game of the week. as the Dallas Cowboys travel to San Francisco to play the San Francisco 49ers. As recent history will tell you, Dak Prescott's arch nemesis is the San Francisco 49ers. And I think that's officially official now. There's no ifs, and or buts about it. The man does not know how to play the quarterback position when it comes to the San Francisco 49ers. Every quarterback has it, and this is just the team that he cannot play up against. As you all know, the 49ers absolutely put a shellacking to the Dallas Cowboys as they destroyed them and pretty much reminded them of a simple verse I like to use, like Drake said in one of his songs. There's levels to this, and that was the pure definition of there's levels to this. So San Francisco put a beating on Dallas. So here comes the conversation, and as sure enough, our founder of Sportsbox, Dak Prescott, is an embarrassment. I think he goes a little bit more into that, but yes, I understand where you're coming from. Fog, the stage is yours. Mm-hmm. Enjoy.
So listen, Dak Prescott is not an embarrassment. If that's the case, then Kirk Cousins is an embarrassment. There's other quarterbacks that I'm spacing on right now that are embarrassments. Maybe Justin Herbert is an embarrassment because he hasn't got there either. If you're gonna call these guys embarrassments, they play at the highest level. And Dak Prescott is no different. He's a solid quarterback. The problem is your organization is an embarrassment. The fact that the Cowboys and Jerry Jones has been reaching and trying to put together what he had with Jimmy Johnson, Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, and Emmitt Smith since 1990. He's trying to piece that together, and he's failing because, you want to know why he's failing? He's failing because he's trying to put a coach in place that isn't Jimmy Johnson, one that will work with his mind. Guess what? Nobody works with your fucking mind, Jerry, because you are not the coach of the team. That's the problem at the end of the day. We talk about the Dallas Cowboys and what happened this weekend against the 49ers. 42-10, you got embarrassed. You got cooked. You didn't shit the bed. You shit the whole house. You shit the whole house. You need a fucking hazmat team to come in there and clean up that mess. That's the bottom line. Dallas, you said we have something to prove. You circled this game on your calendar after your 19-14 loss in the playoffs. Dak Prescott had his chest out in press conferences, and y'all turned the ball over 4 times.
That's it?
421 yards.
Okay.
42 points. Micah Parsons. I love Micah Parsons. He's a great pass rusher. But who else were you tackling in that game if it wasn't the quarterback? What do you bring? This team is a finesse team. Once again, it is not the Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, Troy Aikman, Charles Haley, Deion Sanders team. What Jerry Jones has been trying to construct. This is a finesse team with a coach that he can manipulate at the end of the day, and a coach that had Aaron Rodgers and got 1 Super Bowl out of it. Not just 1 Super Bowl, 1 Super Bowl appearance with Aaron Rodgers. Please, Cowboys fans, I don't want to hear shit about we them boys, we going anywhere, we doing this. Guess what? Here's a public service announcement from Game Winning Drive from Outside the Box Sports and Sportsbox. Sponsored by the number 27. Why is it sponsored by the number 27? Because after that ass whooping, that dog walking that y'all took on Sunday night, it will now be 27 years since you guys sniffed the fucking Super Bowl.
Jesus. Are you done?
I'm done. I'm good. I'm fine. I'm okay. I got it off my chest.
So basically, what? And before we move on, hey Bree, what's up, Brian? Thanks for joining the show tonight, man.
No problem, man. Appreciate it for having me.
Yeah, man, definitely. As you guys know, Brian and Steven are also have their own show. You want to talk about a little bit?
Yeah. We do the two-man front podcast. Go ahead, B.
No, go ahead. We do the two-man front podcast every Wednesday by way of Objectively Biased Sports and BC Sports Entertainment, man. Come join us every Wednesday at 6 o'clock.
Good show.
Yes,
hey, so as you could read the category, Brian, I know you should have played. Is Dak Prescott done as Dallas Cowboy? What should the Dallas Cowboys do after the season? And to retort what Fogg is saying, and it's actually Alex and I have talked about this before. It's Jerry Jones needs to die. That's basically what we've been talking about for years. I mean, you basically said everything you needed to say, Fogg, besides the absolute fact. The problem is his dumbass son is also there, and he has another 40 years until it goes on and on and on. So who knows what it's going to be? But Brian, give us your take on what the problem is with the Cowboys.
There's a lot of places you can start, and obviously Jerry Jones is like the easy target, right? You know, he's been there from the beginning, right? You know, from I don't know, 1989 when he purchased the team or something like that. So, Jerry's an easy start. You know, I just think that first being there in person, that massacre was bad. Like, it was pretty bad. Like, I was actually in the Cowboys section. I tell you right now, it was like, it was. You would have thought like there was like people were losing family members the way they were sitting. No, seriously, no, it was bad. It was bad sitting there at the game live, and like I actually felt bad for them because, like, you know, these Cowboy fans, they may be delusional, but they're very invested in their team, and it was. I felt bad. I've never felt, maybe because I was there to witness it, you know. But damn, it was tough, man. It was tough. But to answer the question, is Dak done at the Dallas Cowboy? No, he's not done. He's not done at the Dallas Cowboy. He's gonna be there next year. He's gonna remain the starter this year. He is who he is. The ceiling has been hit. This is who he is. Like, I mean, it's one of those things where, like, I'm not even like, Fogg is an Eagles fan, so he's more invested into this than I am. I don't care about the Cowboys like that. So, like, I don't care. So, but, Dak Prescott is who he is. He's an average to good quarterback who has sometimes great games. He's going to have two or three games this year where he's going to be like, whoa, Dak is amazing. He's top 10. Like, he's going to have two or three of those games, and then he's going to have a game like this against, to be fair, the best team in the NFL, right? And to kind of play devil's advocate for the Cowboys, the 49ers are the best team in football, like, to me, by far, head and shoulders. Like, I didn't think it was going to be a blowout like that, but I felt like the Niners were going to win by at least 2 or 3 scores. Like, maybe, like, not like that, but, like, not the way they wanted, but I felt like they were going to pull away eventually. But no, I don't think Dak is done as a Dallas Cowboy. He has one more year in his contract. The cap hit is crazy. I think it's like $59 million towards the cap next year, which, we can shake our heads now, but it's just like, okay, unless, and somebody said in the comments, I see, put in Trey Lance, unless they believe in Trey Lance, which I personally don't think they do. I think they just did that just to do that. For whatever reason. I don't think they really believe in Trey Lance. But unless they do, then Dak's going to be back, and then they're going to be at the table again after next year, and see if he wants to bring him back. Because look, it's interesting because you kind of feel bad because Jerry Jones is in his 80s now, and like
I think he is.
He doesn't want to start over. He doesn't have that type of time. Like, physically, he doesn't have the type of time to rebuild this team from scratch. And I'm almost positive. I came in when Falk said that he's been trying to rebuild those triplets, right? He had Romo, he had Zeke, and he kind of got CeeDee Lamb at the end of Zeke's tenure, right? So it kind of hurt that vision that he had. And to be honest, to be fair, the Cowboys, I know that the people are saying, I was one of those guys that have always said that Jerry Jones has always been in the way. He drafts kind of just silly and all these high-profile names. But when Stephen Jones got there, to be honest, they haven't drafted that poorly, right? The drafts are actually – the team is not a bad team. This team is not as good as last year because, to be honest with you, if anything, I have no idea why they got rid of – I have no idea why they got rid of Zeke Elliott. they needed a guy like him for those short yardage gains. And Tony Pollard's not every down back. Like that's the problem with the team. That's the biggest issue. That's the glaring issue. Is Tony Pollard is not every down back. And I don't understand. I don't understand why they didn't go after some backs on the market. Why not Kareem Hunt? Why not Dalvin Cook? Why not guys who were on the market who were there before? I don't understand. I mean, yeah, and then they got another scat back in from the Kansas State guy. Who's that guy called? Who's the guy that I like a lot? Deuce Vaughn. Yeah. Well, I like a lot, but he's not an every down back. So they have two scat backs back there. They can't move the ball. They can't move the chains. They have a pretty good line. The line is top 5 in the league.
And got 41 yards rushing.
They can't run the ball. Go ahead.
That leads me to, and Alex, I'm going to get you on here real quick. That leads me on to my issue. See, I don't think it's a Zeke Elliott issue. I think it's a Mike McCarthy issue. And I mean, I'm talking about the most overrated coach probably in the NFL, in my opinion, today. I mean, there's a reason why he was fired. There's a reason why that people didn't want to hire him right away, because he was refusing to evolve his offense into this RPO status to other schemes that we were looking for in the offense. That's why Aaron Rodgers like, dude, I've been carrying you on my back. I've been getting the NFC Championship games, and sure enough, Aaron Rodgers has his own issues when it comes to NFC Championship game because he doesn't show up. But in this totality, dude, I think Mike McCarthy is not the answer. And we can look at all coaching hires. I mean, Jason Garrett has a 50-50 resume because he's made it to the divisional round. But even if he makes it to the division round, Tony Romo choked it up or the defense didn't show up. We can look at a linear of Dak Prescott's postseason resume. It's not bad. No, you look at his stats. His stats are not bad. He shows up. His QBR, his passer rating, all that. He's 11-5 in touchdowns and picks. So I mean, it's
leadership.
It is leadership. Yes, I agree with you. And it's also the fact that you guys are talking about Ezekiel Elliott. I'm talking about what the fuck are they trading Brandon Cooks for if he's not doing anything? What yeah. He only has like 10 targets in 3 weeks.
I forgot about him.
Yeah, Michael Gallup was supposed to be the second coming, and I know he had a torn ACL, but it's not working out. So I mean, we're looking at just a toolage of play calling schemes, and all that. Alex, get in real quick, man, and talk about this because I know we could talk about this all night.
It's great to hear Brian bring up points and Steve bring up points that I've talked about for years. Mike McCarthy was a terrible hire. He shouldn't have got hired by another NFL coach. This recycling of guys that don't get the job done unless they have an absolute superstar at quarterback is ridiculous to me. Mike McCarthy's been overrated. He'll continue to be overrated. He got rid of an actually really young, talented offensive coordinator because they scored too fast. In what world does that make sense to an owner? That's what he told Jerry Jones when he made freaking why am I blanking on his name right now? Kellen Moore jump on the sword for him, and he fired him. He said, we scored too fast. It's too hard on our defense.
That is an actual quote.
Like what? You told your owner that when you wanted to fire
that's an actual quote?
Go look it up. Yes. It's an actual quote.
Yeah, he legitimately said that, right?
A source quoted him. What do you call it? An
anonymous
journalist.
Regardless, the fact that was an anonymous quote, your ass should be smacked.
I know D Hill's gonna say it's an inaccurate.
Let me say clear one thing. I'm gonna let Alex go. It's not an inaccurate quote. It's more like Mike McCarthy said that they wanted to run the ball more to give the defense.
They wanted to slow the offense down. I believe is what they're.
That's what he said. Yeah, he said Kellen Moore was passing, a lot of 3 and outs. It was hurting the defense and all this other stuff. So that's what he said. Yeah.
So also, I told you, if you remember on this show, when they let Zeke go, it's a mistake. Not that Zeke is worth the money he's going to get anymore, but you need a power back in that offense. Tony Pollard, if you watch He's like we all talked about. He's a scat back. He's a big hitter. You get big plays out of him. But when you got to get and run in between the line in the trenches, he cannot do it. You see it. It's embarrassing. The guy's getting stopped for a yard or less on every play he runs inside. It's embarrassing. It's stupid, right? Like, I don't understand how these people make millions of dollars and they're idiots. Like, it doesn't make sense. You're a coach. You watch the same film I watch. You have more access than I have. You know what's on your roster. You knew before the season started that Tony Pollard was not an every down back. I could have told you that 2 years ago, right? It just doesn't make sense to me. To me, honestly, this loss was more embarrassing than what happened with the Broncos because we have no expectations of the Broncos. 70-20. I knew the Broncos are trash, bud. Dallas is supposed to be a playoff team, and you just got beat 42-10 and dominated. It wasn't even as close as 42-10. It was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. Listen, I agree. It's Madden stats, right? But like, if I'm a Dallas fan, I'm more embarrassed of this loss than I am if I'm a Denver fan because I don't expect much from Denver. Denver is not a Super Bowl contender, right? This was supposed to be Dallas.
Don't say that to Denver fans.
Stop. They're all idiots. They don't understand football. Sean Payton is not gonna. They're not gonna turn that team around for 3 years until they get rid of Russell Wilson. They're not turning that team around. Right. I'm a Dak fan.
I know you are.
I'm a big Dak fan. Right.
So am I.
Dak is going to he's going to renegotiate his contract in this offseason. He's going to get between 45 and 48 a year.
Yes.
And they're going to stick with him for the next 3 years.
So
and if you're a Dallas fan, you're going to have to accept that and understand until you get rid of Dak, you're probably just a playoff team. You're not really a Super Bowl contender.
So here's the segue of where I want to get into, because I'm shocked that all three of you are saying that the Dallas Cowboys are going to Jerry Jones. Let's just call it what it is. Jerry Jones is going to stick with Dak Prescott because there is a loophole in that contract that I looked at today on NFL Spot Track. They only lose out on $3 million.
Sure.
If you look at the buyout, they only lose out on $3 million of dead money. Right. What would make Jerry Jones not want to go and pander and look into the league and see if there's anything else that could be beneficial for him from a quarterback standpoint for lesser money?
Because anybody in the top that's not in the top 3 of the draft is not going to get one of those elite quarterbacks. There are no other elite quarterbacks. I dare you to name a guy, but I dare you to name a guy.
Oh, man.
I know you're putting your hands up. I'm not saying
the white version of Dak Prescott. Why do I want Kirk Cousins?
I'm not saying. I'm just throwing it out there as a different person.
You might as well just meld them together. They're the same quarterback, Bob.
I agree with you.
There's nobody better out there on the market or that you could trade for that's better than Dak. What are you going to do? You're gonna negotiate with the Raiders and get Jimmy G? He's not better than Dak. He's a system guy. They don't have a system in Dallas. Their system is let my stars cook, which isn't working, obviously, because they don't have Aaron Rodgers. So you don't have anybody better out there that you could get. Unless Tom Brady's going to come out of retirement and lead Dallas for the rest of the year. Exactly. It's over. There is nobody out there better than him.
I only brought that up is because a lot of people were alluding to the fact of, hey, you should trade Dak to Minnesota, and Minnesota should trade, Kirk to Dallas.
What the hell does Minnesota want Dak for?
Dude, he was all over Twitter today. It was insane. So I thought it was a pretty
lateral move.
Bring up. There's one more thing I want to say before we move on. And the biggest thing that I want to talk about is we talked about a lot about Mike McCarthy, and I know D Hill's just I wanted to get him so bad on here tonight, but I couldn't. Sean Payne is so much better than McCarthy. I don't think. I don't think conversation for a different day.
Right.
Can I defend Mike McCarthy for 1 second? I'll defend him in this way. One second.
Go ahead.
I agree.
Keep that martini right there.
One thing
I'm waiting to hear this.
I need to
bro.
refill my drink if I'm going to hear something good about Mike McCarthy.
No, here's the thing. I agree with what Mike McCarthy was trying to do in terms of philosophy with the Dallas Cowboys by running the football more, right? But he doesn't have the guy to do that, right? Because Elliott was already done. I didn't really. It didn't
Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook.
So
that's the biggest fumble.
So that's the thing. They didn't go out and replace Elliott with anybody.
Well,
even if it's like a Kareem Hunt or
they
anyone,
thought Ronald Jones was going to be the answer for that.
Somebody that was going to.
You could have got Cam Akers for a 7th-round pick.
Right?
He's better than anybody else they got on the roster, anybody in free agent. Dalvin Cook. There's so many.
Well, I do believe that the philosophy was right. Run the football more, take the pressure off Dak. That is true. I don't want Dak throwing the ball 60 times, but they don't have anybody right now to fill the role of who's supposed to be like that guy who's going to run behind that pretty good offensive line. So until they find that guy, it's going to be hard for them to win any games with Dak Prescott.
Brian, there's a perfect name I got for you for a team that has no future. They could have easily reached out to the Arizona and got James Conner.
James Conner? Yeah.
That would be a great 1-2 punch with him and Tony Pollard.
Yeah.
Shit, you could have called Miami. Their 4-string guys better than what they got on the roster right now. They got the Ache guy came out of nowhere. The guy's rushing for 150 yards a game. They got Mostert. They got freaking who else? Jake Wilson. They got 4 running backs on that team.
They're not that great.
Get any of them.
Yeah, I mean.
Okay, before we move on to the next thing, what I wanted to say is, if Mike McCarthy, if the Cowboys ended up in the wild card, let's say, and we lose in the wild card round, is that sufficient enough for Mike McCarthy to be fired? I think all of us would agree.
Fired. He deserves to. He should have been gone last year. If he didn't fire him last year and he let him sacrifice Kellen Moore, he's not firing him this year.
Well, so we're gonna have another Wade Phillips on our hand, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I like Jerry Jones. He's hard to understand. If he likes a guy, he'll keep him forever. He likes Mike McCarthy because Mike McCarthy.
Look what he did
with Kraft. He kept Garrett around forever, right?
Garrett was a McCarthy. Garrett was a Jones guy,
right?
So they had a relationship. And also,
McCarthy is a Jones guy now, right? He likes him. If you watch interviews where he talks about McCarthy, he loves him, man.
The problem is it's a yes man mentality.
Yeah.
Why Jerry Jones and Jimmy Johnson didn't work. Jimmy Johnson ran the shit the way he wanted to, and Jerry wanted to run it. Jimmy Johnson got those Super Bowls. And
don't forget Bill Parcells as well. He was in the yes man.
Jimmy Johnson, and when Barry Switzer got there, he piggybacked off of what Jimmy Johnson had. Jerry Jones wanted to run the team. He just wanted a coach in place that would fall in line with what he was doing. And guess what?
Yeah,
He's gotten coaches to fall in line with what he wants. But at the end of the day, your results are not the same as what you got with Jimmy Johnson, guy that you clashed and butt heads with.
The problem is in the 90s, they had 7 Hall of Famers on that team. You don't have teams with 7 Hall of Famers anymore. 49ers might be close, right? We'll see. Right. But you don't have that. That's not typical anymore, right? So, you don't have a Michael Irvin and a Troy Aikman and an Emmitt Smith and 4, Hall of Fame offensive linemen and
the only reason Troy Aikman's in the Hall of Fame is
that offensive line and Emmitt Smith.
He's not a great quarterback.
Yeah, I agree. He's in there by his accomplishments, right? Just like Eli Manning. Let's be real. Eli Manning doesn't have them 2 Super Bowls. He's not a Hall of Famer. You can argue it all you want. But who he beat for those is what really solidified his Hall of Fame career, right?
I have an issue with this, and that's why I wanted him. That's why I wanted him on the show tonight. Absolutely 1,000% wrong. Kellen Moore is exceeding all expectations so far.
Yeah.
After Joe Lombardi's horrific play calling. I mean, Steeler fans. I feel bad for Steeler fans because they got to deal with Matt Canada But I mean, Canada's worse than Lombardi. I would never.
I don't feel bad for
Brian.
Steelers fans. I feel bad for Kenny Pickett, who's a promising quarterback.
No, don't feel bad for Kenny Pickett.
In a terrible offense.
Don't feel bad for Kenny Pickett. Don't
Get him, B.
He's
this boy wrote a lot. That also is going to make Dallas not a desirable place to coach. What coach is going to want to go to the Cowboys and not do things his way? If you have to say in player personnel or playing style, how are you supposed to create a winning culture? Until Jerry passes the reins to his son, the Cowboys are done.
Let me respond to that real quick. I got to give Jerry Jones a little bit of credit. He has loosened the reins a bit over the last decade, right? He hasn't been the guy he was with Parcells was here or Jimmy. But I will say that to answer the question, Drew, do I think McCarthy will be fired? I do think he will if they don't make it any less than, for me, it's always been any less than the NFC title game. I think he'll be fired because that is the ball right now, not the wild.
Well, you might as well fire him right now because they're not making the NFC title game.
So right. But what I'm saying is, bro,
I think we're hating a little bit on this.
We're not hating. Let's be realistic. They're not being the 49ers.
Let me say something real quick. I think we'll understand more about the Cowboys against the Chargers on Monday.
No,
because let me tell you why. The teams that they have played are not tier 2 teams. You know what I'm saying? Look at their schedule. Their first part of their half of their schedule.
No, they played turds. Then they played a legit team.
You lost to Arizona.
Now they're about to play a B+ team, and they're probably going to lose to a B+ team.
I hope they do.
Like, it's coaching. It
is coaching. This is why I think McCarthy will be fired because, like I said, Jerry Jones.
Wild, man.
I think Jerry Jones realizes that. Look, reality-wise, he doesn't have a lot of time left. So he can't keep these guys on long. He's got to I do believe this hire by him.
Gift that keeps on giving. Jesus.
This hire by him by McCarthy was actually, it wasn't a great hire, but it wasn't a hire where I felt like, oh, this is like a guy that he loves. Or I don't think McCarthy's a Jerry Jones guy.
There was 4 other coaches that were like light years better than him when he hired McCarthy. The thing is like, McCarthy went in there and said whatever Jerry wanted, because I don't think McCarthy was getting another job. Legitimately, I think he would have had to take a step back as an offensive coordinator. He would not have got another head coaching job. Who is hiring?
McCarthy was hired for Dak. Was mainly hired for Dak.
He's going to fix the quarterback position.
Yeah,
you had Aaron Rodgers, Brett. Like, what did you do as a quarter? You didn't do shit. You're not a quarterback whisperer.
To be fair, the peak that we saw with Dak was with McCarthy.
We'll
give him that credit.
He's gotten better.
Remember, he was on a record-setting pace till he broke his foot.
But it was also with Kellen Moore. Correct me if I'm wrong.
But it was also with Amari Cooper, where I think they really fucked up by trading away.
I mean, that was a bad trade.
That was the big thing they should have never done.
That was bad. That was pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, I woke up ecstatic as a Browns fan.
That's
the
true.
fact that we had an
McCarthy is better than Gase. I will give you that.
Then what?
McCarthy is better than Gase. I don't know why I just gave
of course. McCarthy's better than a lot of Freddie Kitchens. I mean, pretty much every other Browns coach in the history of the Browns are like, I know, but he's still not good, in my opinion. He has lived off of his quarterback play, which has been superstar to Hall of Fame level whenever he's been successful. Let's be real here. Like, let's not sugarcoat it. He has lived off of the reputation of his quarterback, which has allowed him to pile up wins. His record is fraudulent, in my opinion.
And massages in the middle of the night in his office.
There you go.
Aaron Rodgers.
Get him. Maybe him and
all right, boys, let's move on.
Maybe he can get Deshaun Watson soon or something.
That is the most that B Hill's ever freaking commented on our show. My God, he started talking about the Cowboys.
This is an easy question. This is quick.
So this has also been another debate that's been going around social media. Is San Francisco 49ers quarterback, Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy, a benefit of the system, or is he just that good? Well, the thing is, the reason I brought this up is I shared my top 5 MVP predictions and I shared it on Twitter, and man, was I just people are not happy with Brock as number one. Fog, give us, because you haven't talked that much. Give us, what's your thoughts?
No, I haven't talked that much after I annihilated Dallas. I haven't talked. We were still talking about Dallas. I did my speaking.
I would have known that. I would have done a 2-hour show on Dallas Cowboys.
It's a combination of both. You can't say one or the other. I thought Brock Purdy coming out was worthy of a 3rd or 4th round pick. How he landed Mr. Irrelevant was insanity to me. But at the same token, what Shanahan is doing, it works to his strengths. So he got a quarterback that his system can work around, and it's working. That bottom line. So it's not that. Do I think Brock Purdy's this great quarterback? No. But is he good enough to help your team get to that next level, get to the playoffs, potentially get to the Super Bowl? Yes, providing you put the right personnel around him and you have the right system around him that he's able to grow in. Well, guess what? They've got both, and it's working.
Brian?
So this is pretty easy for me. Brock Purdy is 100% a system, benefit of this system. Now, does that mean once this system is gone that he can't still be a good quarterback? No, because we saw Tom Brady do that. I'm not comparing him to Tom Brady by any means, but we all saw Tom Brady in a system which protected him for years. But Tom Brady actually just got better. Now, will Brock Purdy be on that trajectory? I don't know. But if we're talking about right now, today, that he is a part of one of the greatest rosters. I mean this. One of the greatest rosters I've seen in modern day, probably since 2000, right? In the last 20, 23 years, this roster is insane. You're talking the defense to me is could be one of the all-time greats by the end of the year. One of the when it's all said and done, the smoke is clear. That defense is unbelievably good, right? Unbelievably good. But then you look at the offensive side of the ball, because you don't see this often, right? Usually it's kind of an imbalance. Usually the defense is really great and the offense is so-so, or vice versa. Dude, they have one of the best lines of football led by Trent Williams, who I think is probably one of the best football players in the NFL right now. And then they have Christian McCaffrey in the backfield, right? The best back in football, right? Arguably. Then they have two of the best receivers. One who was a 1,000-yard receiver in Brandon Ayuk, who's going to be another 1,000-yard receiver, on a first-team All-Pro, and Deebo Samuel, by the way, put him in the backfield too and let him run the goddamn ball too. And then you have arguably the best tight end in football running up the seam. Bro, how do you beat this team? There's no way Brock Purdy. This is a fail-proof team. But the one thing that Brock Purdy does better than a Jimmy G, right, that Jimmy G couldn't do, is push the ball down the field. That's what he can do, and that's what Trey Lance was supposed to do. But unfortunately, he just couldn't, because I think it was just injuries, and they couldn't wait for him to get back. They couldn't wait for him to kind of get back to what he was. So they just said, okay, you know what, Brock is the guy. Brock did it. Brock came in, took advantage of his opportunity, and he's just protected by the best roster, top to bottom in football. So is Brock Purdy a benefit of the system? Damn right he is. I don't know how good Brock Purdy is yet, because I haven't seen him without this machine of a team. So there's that.
So let me. I'm gonna go base off the history of Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan's had RG3. He's had Kirk Cousins. Mm-hmm. He's had Matt Ryan. He's had Jimmy G, and he's had Trey Lance, and then he's had Brock Purdy. Out of all these quarterbacks in his system, because his system's a benefit off of his daddy, but it's evolved even more because of what the game is today.
Right.
Brock Purdy's the best quarterback he's ever had in his system, and I'll take that to the bank. And that's a foregone fact. And he's better than Matt Ryan. So here's the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying is because his throws and his accuracy in tight windows is one of the best. Go look it up in advanced metrics. I think he's 2 or 3 in tight window throws. Second, he's able to move around the pocket and manipulate the pocket better than most. If you go look at his games and go look last year when he played, he manipulated that pocket, and his pocket presence is one of the best that a lot of quarterbacks hasn't had in his system. Third, Brock Purdy, I agree with you, Brian. Brock Purdy can throw the ball. I think people underestimate his arm strength. And he's very accurate when throwing the ball. So I agree with you on that standpoint. I think he's light years better than Jimmy G from the presence of his arm throwing talent and the fact that he knows how to make the right decisions when the decisions need to be made. That was a problem with Jimmy G. Go look at the Super Bowl against the Chiefs and come back and talk to me. San Francisco 49ers should have won that game, and he's the reason why they did it, not because of the defense giving up those points. Another topic for another day. That's just my opinion. Brock Purdy, the other thing for me about Brock Purdy that I like a lot about him, and I already mentioned it, is his intelligence and IQ. He's a film junkie. He loves his notes. I read a good piece about him. I know he wasn't good in Iowa, but there's levels to this. Either was Tom Brady in Michigan. So we could talk about that all day long till the end of the days. He was all right. He was great.
He was at Iowa State, by the way, which is different. That makes a big difference.
That's a big difference. Don't do it to Iowa State.
I'm not a college guy, so
yeah.
It makes a big difference.
Big difference.
I just got into college this year, so leave me alone.
Don't do that to Iowa. Don't do it to Cyclone fan. They'll kill you.
Shout out to Colorado and Dion. And so, and man, if we had time, I would love to debate with you about Tom Brady being an assistant quarterback because he was not protected by his system whatsoever. Isn't that what you said?
Who, me?
No, he said he benefited from a great system. He didn't say
I said Brock.
He did not.
Better.
Oh, no, he did not.
Who, Brady?
Brady?
No. I said that in the beginning of Brady's career, like the first 2 or 3 years, he benefited from the Belichick system, the defense, and what was around him. Defensively, he did. But then as he progressed, he just got a lot better, and then it became Brady's system, which I think possibly.
Oh, I didn't hear you say that part. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Possibly Brock Purdy
I'm good with that. Then.
Can do that. Yeah, Brock Purdy can do that. I don't know.
I the reason why I get so irritated when people bring up about Brady's early years, how he wasn't good. I mean, dude, go look at the 2 Super Bowls. Look at the 2 Super Bowls he played against the Panthers and the Eagles. No offense, Fogg. I'm sorry. He put up great numbers against those 2 teams. With the defense, let's be fair, the defenses did not play great against Jake Delhomme and Steve Smith and against Dominic Nab and a Hubble, say 5% Terrell Owens. And Terrell Owens is 100%. We're talking a whole different game there.
Yeah.
But another topic, another day. Alex, pick it up so we can move on.
Yeah, I disagree that. So I don't disagree that he's benefiting from the system, but I think we can all agree that Brock Purdy as a prospect was better than Tom Brady was, right? So the guy's not a bum. Like, he wasn't Mr. Irrelevant. Look at his prospect rating.
At Iowa State.
His prospect rating was better. But the measurables are better, right? He wasn't 181.
It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard.
Like,
it's a different brand of football. That was 1998.
I agree with you about that.
That's true.
Like, you know what I mean?
But,
so kind of hard.
I will say Brock Purdy had better measurables.
That's
compared to Mac Jones.
I guess. I mean,
everybody had better
measurables than Tom Brady.
How the fuck Mac Jones go in the first round and Brock Purdy's? I'm like, wait, hold on.
Wait, come on.
Mac Jones went in the first round because he played at Alabama.
I didn't mean to hijack you, but Fogg is backtracking. He loved Mac Jones coming out of Alabama.
I did. I
murdered Mac Jones. I murdered him.
You did.
I destroyed him.
Okay, you also said that Joe Burrow's overrated. Alex Batson the other day.
I did. So, anyways, I think Brock Purdy has a huge upside. I think he's benefiting from where the system that he's playing in, right? I won't disagree with that. But I think the talent is there. I think the IQ is there. I think he's going to be – this is going to sound crazy, but he's going to be the challenger to Pat Mahomes coming up. We're going to forget about everybody else because of his team. Because it's a team sport, right? I think San Francisco is going to win 2 or 3 Super Bowls in the next 5 years. Stat-wise. It's like Super Bowl.
Wait, hold on here. Hold on.
Accolades, not
Accolades.
stats.
Okay.
Accolades.
Okay.
Accolades.
All right. That's fair.
Accolades.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, accolade wise.
He
Because
couldn't
if
hold.
you
He
tell
couldn't
me-
hold Pat Mahomes right nutsack.
Because
You
if
better
you
calm
look,
down, dude. You better calm
Because
down
if
a
you
little
look-
bit there, buddy.
because if you look 5 years from now and Brock Purdy's got 3 rings and Pat, let's say, has only gotten 1 more, and they're both sitting at 3,
That's true.
that's a rivalry, right? That,
Yeah,
like, because
it is.
That's a
Right?
hot take. I mean, I'm not.
so
That's a hot take.
It's a rivalry based on perception and
so
people's
Pat Mahomes
knowledge.
will be Peyton Manning, right? With all the stats.
No, stop.
Brock
Don't.
Purdy will have
No.
the
Stop. Don't get into your Peyton Manning diatribe.
the most overrated quarterback in the history of the NFL.
Yeah,
That's
I
fine.
know.
We're good.
I know. Oh yeah. You guys never heard of that one? It's pretty. It's
I
pretty
challenge you to look at his playoff
It's pretty
stats and then
crazy.
tell me that he
Oh
wasn't.
no, you ain't got to tell me nothing about his playoff
Woo!
stats. He's mediocre at best.
If
Matt
you're-
Ryan has
if
better
you're a
playoff
top
stats.
5 all-time quarterback and your stats are
We don't have time for
absolute
this tonight.
garbage in the postseason, you're
Oh,
not
my
a top
God.
5 quarterback all time. When you throw more interceptions and touchdowns, you have more losses than wins. You're not a top 5 all-time quarterback. I don't
Where-
care what you say.
Alex, where's he listed at again for you? 6?
What?
Where's Payton listed in your top 10?
Yeah, he's a 6. He's a 6. I'll never put him in my top 5 ever.
Who's your top 5?
Ever.
Who's your top 5 again?
Ever
Who's
put
your
him in my
top
top
five?
5. Well, it's changed now because Pat
No,
Mahomes is in there.
Let's
It's
say-
changed now. 'cause
Whoa,
Patty's
what
in
the
there.
fuck?
Patty's top 5, but I don't care what you
Who's
say.
top 5 again, Alex?
I've never seen
Alex,
anything
who's
like
top 5?
that
Don't
in the
shy
history
away
of
from the
NFL.
question. Who's top 5, Alex?
I don't want to get into it.
No. F you.
No.
You're gonna say it. No.
Drew,
It's Tom
we have
Brady.
to do this
No, we'll
as
do
a
a whole
separate
show
show.
dedicated.
No.
We
We
have
got
to
time.
do this as a separate
I
show.
cancel my appointment. We have time.
We'll
We
do
have
a
Tom
whole
Brady.
show.
We have Tom Brady.
We got 9 minutes before
We
I'm
got more
logging
than 9
off.
minutes.
Hurry up.
We got Tom Brady. We have Joe Montana.
Yep.
And then we have, who else did you put? Aaron Rodgers?
Yep.
Okay. And then 4
Really?
is
Dan the
Patrick
man.
Mahomes?
Dan the
Time
man.
out. Aaron
Oh,
Rodgers.
what?
Dan the man.
And then who's 5? Who's
No,
5?
Aaron Rodgers into my top 5. I'm just fucking with him.
Okay. Who's 4 then?
John Elway.
And then who's 5? Who's 5?
Patty Mahomes now.
You put in Pat Mahomes at 5. You put in Pat Mahomes above a Peyton Manning.
He's number 5.
I don't know.
How many? Hey, hold on a second. How many
I-
Super Bowl? Wait a second. Hold on. How many Super Bowls did Peyton Manning have when he retired?
2.
I
2.
don't
How
know.
many does Patrick Mahomes have in like his 5th fucking year in the NFL? Give me a fucking break. And he did it with less talent on defense and offense. Get the fuck out of
I want to
here,
ask Alex one
man.
thing. I want to go back to Brock. I want to go back to Brock Purdy. I want to put this shit back on.
What the fuck?
I want to ask Alex real quick. So I'm curious. Like you're saying that Brock Purdy has a shot.
I need another drink.
Brock
I think Brock Purdy has a shot
at-
to get 2 or 3 Super Bowls in the next 5
Right.
years.
Oh, that's fair.
rivaling. So you're saying that there's a shot that in the next 2 or 3 years, 3 to 5 years, Brock
Right.
Purdy. We can be talking about Brock Purdy as a top 5 to 10 quarterback of all time.
No, no.
No, he's saying just compare them.
It'll be an Eli Manning debate there, right? Like he will have good stats. He won't have great stats, but he'll have
He'll have
3
a
rings.
He'll have
So
a
he's
chip.
a Hall of Famer, but
Wow.
I'm not putting him in my top 25 probably ever, unless he
Eli Manning
improves
doesn't
greatly,
even have
right?
good
Like he has to
stats.
improve greatly.
You want to talk about some?
I worry about that. I just worry about Brock Purdy because look, at the end of the day, it's hard to do what the Patriots did for 20 years by keeping
Oh no,
teams together.
that's why I said 3 to 5. This
I know,
team
and
is not going to
injuries
make
and
it
stuff, and
past
Debo's
5 years.
Not very in Debo's. Look, the only thing that's in the 49ers' way, the only thing that can beat them
Injuries.
is themselves. Injuries. And if McCaffrey doesn't stay healthy,
Ooh.
Trent Williams,
Ooh.
Debo,
Injuries. That's it. That's the only thing that can stop them. I think this year they're
I don't know
clearly the
about
best team.
that. Ooh,
What?
Eagles. Ooh.
Eagles what?
Eagles are a good team, man. I
They
think
are,
I'm
but
underestimating them a
they
little bit.
haven't played a great game yet. They haven't
no.
figured it out yet.
No, they haven't
very
figured it out,
And
but
nothing-
they've gotten better every week.
But
very,
nothing
very
shows me that they're
confident.
going to figure it out and have the same success that they had last year. That
I'm very
offense
confident.
looks systematically broken to me.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know what
agree.
happened.
I agree that the offense is not as potent. Like Jalen Hurts isn't bad, but he's not. I think he's being very slowly figured out, if that makes sense. I think the league is starting to catch up to him just a little bit.
It's what I said, right? Jalen Hurts is probably a top 10 to 12 quarterback, right? Is he top 3? I don't think so personally. Because
you don't
of
need
his
him to be top 3 to win it all.
I agree with you. No, you could be top 12. Shit, you could be fucking the Ravens quarterback, damn Trent Dilfer. You could be 32 and win a Super Bowl if your defense is good enough. But what I'm saying though is he's good enough to win a Super Bowl without a doubt, in my opinion.
Almost.
Almost.
Jalen Hurts
would be MVP for that freaking Super Bowl.
Jalen Hurts is good enough to win a Super Bowl, in my opinion. I agree with that. I agree with that.
A bad snap away.
I just think San Francisco's head and shoulders
he's
the best.
He's the best snap away from winning the
absolutely,
game.
yeah.
San Francisco's
if you want the
most
truth,
complete team in the NFL.
If you want the truth, I thought Philly was going to win last year. Like I really did. Now I put money on Kansas City because I like to live dangerously, but I thought Philly was going to win that.
Philly was the better football team.
No, yeah, it was apparent, right? It's apparent. Yeah. And unless the Kansas City Chiefs figure something out at wide receiver, they're not winning a Super Bowl this year. Let's breaking news. Let's just be honest. Travis Kelce, you saw that offense when he got hurt.
Yeah.
It's still moved, but it's not the same. That's why you lost me when you said George Kittle's arguably the best. It's Travis Kelce and everybody else. I don't care what anybody says. That man is like Gronk, but better in my opinion because he's a better receiver.
I think the Chiefs are gonna. I think the Chiefs are gonna. Here's the hot take. I think the Chiefs are gonna trade. This is gonna be kind of crazy because they didn't get him when he was available. But I think they're gonna trade for DeAndre Hopkins.
I mean, they should have got him. They should have brought him in. They should have paid him.
I don't think they didn't want to pay him. I don't know why they didn't want to. I don't know what the issue was.
Yeah,
it was an ego thing. Maybe
it was an ego thing for him.
If you look at the Cardinals,
now they see you know what, we need a guy.
A lot of Cardinals.
He would have made a huge difference. He would have made a huge difference at Kansas City or Dallas. Or Dallas. The two teams that he shouted out for, and I cannot believe the tweet when he said that they didn't even offer me anything.
Yeah. A lot of insider boards for the Cardinals said that DeAndre towards the end was a diva.
That's fine. He could be a one-year diva. I get rid of him.
But the guy wasn't a diva. But he wasn't a diva when he got there. But then he realized how terrible this team was, and he's not going to jeopardize his career for a coaching staff that's gone, a quarterback that should have never got drafted, and an organization that's poorly run. I don't blame him. Right, he just can't. He just came from Houston.
Kyle alone. He's still studying.
Leave Kyle Murray alone.
Yeah, he's studying all right.
That's my cousin.
Playing his joystick.
This one. Good God, we really ranked up the questions there. Good Lord, what NFL franchise would you relocate if you had the chance to, Fogg?
Tennessee back to Houston. Give me the Oilers again. I want to see the Oilers. I love the helmet. Give me the. They suck in Tennessee anyway. They can't do shit over there.
Where the Texans?
I guarantee the Oilers will gain more traction than the Texans.
Where are you gonna put the Houston Texans at Tennessee?
Nah, we'll put them in San Antonio.
Hey, that makes sense. They have a stadium there anyway.
They do have a stadium there. That is true. Alex.
I'd move the Chargers back to San Diego, man. Like,
my man!
Like, so obviously we met in San Diego. I spent 10 years of my naval career in San Diego. Like, it has a very special place in my heart. And when I went back, after they tore on that was heartbreaking to me, man. Like that's a part of San Diego. That's a part of San Diego, whether the fans showed up or not. And I feel like if you brought them back, you would have a different response because being a Browns fan, having lost the Browns, It's a different feeling now when you go to that stadium. The stadium's always packed. We've always shown out well, but I think San Diego would make a concerted effort, the people with money, to fill that stadium at least to 75% capacity every game, right? Yeah. That was the problem. I understood why they left, because the owner's a piece of crap and he wanted money and he wasn't going to get enough money from the city, right? And and he's poor for an NFL owner.
Him and Mark Davis, man, they're buddies.
Yeah.
Poor.
But I mean, I think that was like, I know the Baltimore Colts was a terrible thing. The Browns was a terrible, but I think San Diego, even though it didn't get as much attention, was worse, man. It was worse, dude. Like, just the city, having seen them leave, living there when it happened, it was bad.
Yeah. I'm going to go real quick. I'll let Brian go last. For me, the team that I'm picking is the Jacksonville Jaguars, because no one shows up to the games. No one shows up to the games. And I'm going to take him over and put him over to Oklahoma City.
Ooh.
Get a Midwest team in there.
Yeah, Oklahoma has got a really good culture for football.
If you can sell out college football, you can sell out pro NFL.
Oh, yeah, Oklahoma State, Oklahoma are like –
But do you think that, like, I say this thing, like, Oklahoma is such a huge college football mecca.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know if an NFL team would actually – I don't think they'll make it, but, like, would Oklahoma fans actually care? Would Sooner fans care?
Brian, don't ruin my pick, all right? Dude, we're not into the conversation. I'm just sick and tired of these Miami teams.
So, like,
Bro, you got to understand. We
I don't know if you
college
follow
football.
baseball. Hold on, Fogg. I don't know if you follow baseball. A playoff game for the Tampa Bay Rays. Only 12,000 showed up, and we're making a new stadium. For what reason, I have no idea.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
What are you doing?
But
no one showed up to the Marlins. No one showed up to the Tampa Bay Devil Rays.
Tampa Bay has been embarrassing for years. Same thing with the Marlins.
Tampa Bay Devil Rays should go back to Montreal and be back to Montreal Expos. I mean, Canada's way better when it comes to baseball. When the Florida teams, man, it's annoying.
I agree.
Canada's just not good at being an offensive coordinator.
They can.
Hey, we did a good job. Who was that guy? Your kicker? It wasn't because of you. Go ahead, Brian. Get your pick.
Yeah. I'm gonna stay in California. It's more of a sentimental pick. I want the Raiders back in Oakland, man. I'm in the Bay Area right now.
I think it's a great fit in Vegas.
I just don't come to Oakland and say that, because they're still very emotional about it, and the A's are about to leave to go to Vegas now, and it sucks because, like, Oakland has such a great history of a lot of things. It's a great historical town, great sports town. So much history has gone in Oakland. I would love a team come back to Oakland. I love even if it's not the Raiders, any team to come back.
You get Jacksonville.
They deserve. It's a stadium thing. It's ridiculous how
the Oakland Jags. You get the Oakland Jags. The Jags ain't gonna last long. I don't think they're staying in Jacksonville.
No, they're gonna be gone. They're gonna be gone soon.
Yeah.
They're gonna be gone.
All right, boys. Let's get into our Week 6 picks.
You lost Fog, huh?
Yeah,
there he is.
Nah, I'm back.
There he is.
Somebody break into your house?
Nah.
How about one more team I thought about? What about the Bills to Toronto? I heard that
Buffalo. Buffalo fans would murder everybody.
Buffalo would.
And they're so gracious to, like,
upstate New York,
but they'd murder everybody if they lost their. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's true.
I'd love it because my real good buddy Chris is a Buffalo fan, and he'd lose his mind.
Yeah, he would.
It'd be funny.
All right,
I had another horrible week.
Yes, you did. I went 8-6.
I mean, nobody had a good week, but
hey, 8-6 is not bad, dude. I'll take it.
Stop.
I'll take it. I was the only one right for the Cardinals. I mean, I'm sorry, the Cardinals. The Eagles. No, was it? No, the Jets. I'm sorry, the Jets. And everybody else sucks. So let's get into it and let's do our games. Let me get back to the thing. All right. So Thursday night football. I think we all are going to agree. We're all going to pick the Chiefs, right?
Stop. Move it. Hurry up.
Move it. Okay.
Wasting our time.
The Baltimore Ravens are 3-2. They travel. No, it's international. I'm sorry. It's in London, and they play the Tennessee Titans, who are 2-3.
The Bills?
The Ravens.
I was about to say you better stop.
I'm gonna go with Tennessee. Fog.
I'm taking the Ravens.
Alex.
You should get your head examined. The Ravens.
I'm beating you. I'm literally beating you.
That's fucking great, bud.
I know it is.
Good for fucking you.
Why do you sound like a belligerent drunk? Shut up.
Good for fucking you.
Brian.
I'm sorry. This game is played where in Germany?
Is it?
It's international.
I thought it was London. Is it Germany?
I know a game was playing in Germany. I thought a game was.
Who gives a fuck if it's Germany or London? It doesn't matter.
I was asking, dog.
He just wanted to know.
I got the Ravens.
He just wanted to know, Fog. Fuck, man.
I'm curious.
Let the man live his life.
I need to hold this because when we do the show tomorrow, I want to hear the same energy on these games.
Oh, yeah. I can change my mind. Like, shit happens. I don't know.
What the fuck are you putting Tennessee for me for, you clown?
Piss you off.
Put the goddamn Baltimore Ravens on me and fall. Stop fucking around.
I didn't take Tennessee either.
No
God damn it.
shit. This guy's trying to
just
fuck us.
messing with you.
Now, hey, listen. Just remember, he keeps track of all this shit. So that's funny how he's always in the lead, right?
Okay, then why wasn't I like that last year? Why wasn't that last year, jackass?
Oh yeah. Why weren't you that way every year when I whooped your ass? This is the only year. You better live in these next 3 weeks till I catch up.
Who's up on the year?
Me.
By how many?
Why you mute me, fart face? 2 games. He's up 2 games on us.
2 games. All right. Washington Commanders or at Atlanta play the Atlanta Falcons. Fog, you're up.
Ooh, we are going to go Desmond
Commanders.
Ridder and the Atlanta Falcons.
Brian?
I'm going to go to the Falcons because I want the Commanders to trade back for Kirk Cousins. I want them to lose. I said it. I want the Commanders to get him back. Bring him back.
I'm gonna go ATL. Alex?
Click Commanders.
Yeah, we're gonna get banned.
I'm getting canceled right now.
Yeah, we're getting canceled.
Paperwork's already in.
Jesus Christ, man.
Look at this game. Minnesota Vikings go to Chicago and play the Bears 1-4. Vikings are 1-4. Alex, you're first.
I gotta see what I sent you. I don't remember now.
We'll figure it out.
I went Minnesota.
Okay.
But I think I'm gonna change my mind live and go Chicago.
All right.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Brian?
go Chicago.
Yeah, I got Chicago.
Yep.
Chicago? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Chicago as well, boys.
Is Jefferson playing?
Nope,
No.
out for 3 weeks.
Woo! Yeah, I got Chicago.
Yeah.
Fog?
I'm going to take Chicago too.
Fans in Chicago are not going to like that, dude.
Hey, listen, if it's a win, they could shut the fuck up and eat that.
Yeah, we're definitely.
It's Chicago for a reason.
The Seattle Seahawks are 3-1. They travel to Cincinnati and play Cincinnati Bengals, who are 2-3. No, Brian's first.
Oh, this is a tough one. I'm not gonna lie to you. I think the Bengals are starting to warm up. I got the Bengals.
Yeah, they played the Arizona Cardinals. They should have won that game. I'm going Seattle. Alex.
Did you watch the game before you made that pick? Did you watch the last game?
Yes, I did.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right, Joe Cool's back, so I'm picking Cincinnati for the rest of the year every game.
I'm not gonna remind you. Want to keep on remind you of your picks that you predict.
Listen,
Yeah,
You
exactly.
want me to shit in a Ziploc
Let's
bag
go,
and
move
mail
on.
it to you? Shut
Fuck
the fuck
up.
up.
Let's go. Move on.
Cincinnati.
Look, I want to take Seattle, but what I saw from the Bengals and like.
Okay, you pick Cincinnati. We're moving on.
Jesus, you're a fucking turd.
Like Alex said, Joe Cool looked like he was back.
Anybody can look like that against Arizona.
Except Dallas.
That's a whole different story. San Francisco 49ers are going against the Browns. Alex's team.
Listen, the reason everybody that went to
Deshaun Watson has a shoulder injury for freaking having too many massages.
No, shoulder injury because he doesn't want to play because he knows we're not making the playoffs. So he needs.
Alex, make your pick. Hurry up. Let's go. We don't care.
Nobody should be picking the Browns. You bunch of turds.
I want you to hear.
The
I want to hear you go against your
49ers.
team. I want to hear you go against your team.
How many times I go against them all the time? Like I'm realist.
Yep. All right, next game, boys. Oh, okay, yeah, baby, yeah. Go. New Orleans
Brian,
Saints.
you picking an upset there, or are you staying with San Fran?
Oh, Niners.
Okay, good.
The new goal.
Bang bang Niner gang.
The Saints are at Houston. Houston coming off a rough loss to Atlanta. Saints are 3-2. Houston's 2-3. I get to go first on this one, and I'm gonna go with Houston.
Good pick.
Alex?
That's why you pick Houston, because I picked them when the picks I sent to you. So Houston.
I didn't look at your picks because I can care
You
less.
lying son of a bitch. You hearted them. So I know you looked at them, you mother
I
effer.
can give two shits about your pick, guy. You freaking overburnt gingerbread man. Let's go, Fog.
I'm taking the Texans as well.
Brian?
Rookie of the year is quarterback in that team.
Oh man,
CJ Stroud.
I'm gonna go New Orleans actually with this one.
Where did CJ Stroud go? Oh, the Ohio State. I was just checking.
I got the Saints in this one. I got the Saints.
All right.
Brian, you're going against the grain. I like it, man.
The Indianapolis Colts are 3-2, and they travel to Jacksonville and play the Jaguars.
How are both of these teams 3-2?
A rematch of Week 1. I'm so glad I don't have first pick here. Have fun there, Fogg.
Bro, I don't understand how the Colts are 3-2. Jaguars should win this game, so I'm taking the Jaguars. If they fail, then fuck Jacksonville, and I was right about Doug Peterson. Fuck him too.
Listen, the Jags just came off. That was a big win against the Bills, so they might have a letdown
they
game
talked
here.
about the jet lag.
But they might have a letdown game here. That's what I'm saying. But I'm still taking
true.
Jacksonville.
Brian?
I think Gardner Minshew had a bone to pick with Jacksonville, so I'm going with the Colts. This
Oh
one.
my god, that
Another
would be
against the grain.
oof.
Bro, I want to pick Indy so bad.
Gardner
Richardson's out,
Minshew, the top 15 quarterback in the league.
Oh, stop.
You can't name 15 better quarterbacks. In the league.
I don't have time to
You can't name
think
15. You can't name 15 quarterbacks in the league.
Are you
Right now, you can't.
serious?
I'm dead
that.
serious.
Over who?
Gardner Minshew. You can't name 15.
Gardner
better.
Minshew?
I'm dead serious.
I-
Yeah. He's a starter.
Where? In what world? We've watched that film. It was ugly. It was a horror film. What are you talking about?
He's a starter in this league. Gardner
In what
Minshew's a
league?
good
In the CFL? In college football? Where are we talking about? He's a starter at.
He's a starter.
He was a starter at
my
Jacksonville.
Lord.
He was.
What?
Jesus Christ.
Hey,
Minshew drives women
up.
Oh my god.
That's the funniest comment.
Who put that out there? Who put that? Oh my Lord.
Eileen, I love you, but I disagree.
Oh my goodness.
That's hilarious.
Comment of the night.
Hilarious.
With that,
With
with that trailer park porn stash? Are you kidding me, man?
Stop playing with Gardner Minshew, man.
Yo, Gardner Minshew's the truth. He should be a starter. There's quarterbacks in this fucking league that are starting right now that shouldn't be starting.
Who?
Oh, Zach Wilson?
Yeah, but that was Aaron Rodgers' job. You can't account for injury.
Oh. Daniel Jones?
Well, I can't argue there. Daniel Jones is a fucking turd.
Thank you.
But I said he was a turd before he ever got paid.
He's better than.
I was on air when he got drafted that he was a turd. I said this guy's a turd and a bust.
That whole draft class was a bunch of turds.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
to Dwayne Sam Howell. He's better than Ritter. He's better than Jimmy G. He's better than Mac Jones. He's better. He's better than what's I mentioned? He's better than.
Well, you said Gardner Minshew's
right
better
now,
than Jimmy G.
Right now, absolutely, he's better than Bryce Young.
Wait, hold on. So
Ritter's
he's better
a
than the
rookie.
Raiders. Is he better than Russell Wilson?
Yes.
At the moment, yeah.
Right now,
Russell Wilson's playing great right now.
He's not playing great. He's playing from behind.
You look at Russell Wilson. You look at Russell Wilson's stats. They say a different story.
He's playing from behind. He's not playing that much better. He's throwing the balls with our down 70.
His stats tell a different story.
When you're down 70-20, you gotta throw the football.
His stats tell a different story.
He's not playing defense.
What the hell?
He's not playing defense. Fuck.
I don't care if he's not playing defense, but when
I don't care if he's not.
20,
Listen, I defended Russell Wilson in Seattle, and what I've seen from Seattle to now to transition, I'm like, yeah, this guy's maybe not be as good as I thought
it went from
Minshew's
let Russ cook to Russ is cooked.
Minshew's better than Tannehill. He's better than Garoppolo. He's better than Ritter. He's better than Howell. He's better than Bryce Young. Right now, he's better than Justin Fields. He's better than Jordan Love.
Stop that nonsense right now.
All right.
That's a preseason MVP candidate. You watch your mouth when you talk about that man. Put some respect on his goddamn name. I apologize, Lord. He got me upset right there.
I didn't mean to hijack the show. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Why do you sound like a 40-year-old high school coach all of a sudden tonight, Alex? What the hell's going on? Are you watching too much Remember the Titans?
I'm having a midlife crisis on air, live on air, midlife crisis.
Jesus Christ.
Let's go.
What's going on tonight?
Oh, it's been a rough week and it's
There's
only
no
Tuesday.
way on this planet Earth that Gardner Minshew is a top 15 quarterback. It's not happening. Not happening.
Nobody wants to.
He's better than Mac Jones.
Nobody wants to
Jones.
say
Better
it
than Mac
because
Jones.
He's not a starter.
He's better than Bryce Young right now. I agree with that.
If Gardner
Right
Minshew
now,
was
he's
deemed
better
the
than
starter
Bryce
for the
Young.
Colts, look. If Gardner Minshew was deemed the starter for the Colts, at week 1, and they were playing the way they're playing right now, they're 3-2. People would be more comfortable saying it because he's only a backup, and people love Anthony Richardson. It's hard to say because it's a perception thing.
But he's the second best quarterback on his own team.
Is he though? Or
Anthony Richardson is more explosive.
And he's always hurt.
Well, I mean, when you run like that, it's bound to happen.
The best ability is
availability.
Thank you.
It's hard to compare him to rookies. I mean,
CJ. I can tell you without a doubt, CJ Stroud's better than him right now. It's not even a question.
I didn't say. Notice I didn't say CJ Stroud.
No, but I'm just saying I could tell you without a doubt, no question, CJ Stroud is better. He has a higher ceiling than Gardner Minshew, without a doubt.
But that doesn't mean Gardner Minshew can't be a starter in the NFL.
No, I didn't say he couldn't be.
There's two quarterbacks in the AC West he's not better than.
He's
bottom tier. Not better than Trevor Lawrence. He's not better than CJ Stroud.
No.
That's 4. Okay. Then let's go to the North. He's not better than Lamar.
No.
He's not better than Joe Burrow. He's not better than is he better than Deshaun Watson?
No, you can't say that. Like
that's 7.
We have years of tape on Deshaun Watson. You can't
that's 7.
Right now,
hold on.
Today.
Yeah, that's 7.
Not the Texans.
Josh Allen, no. Okay, that's 8.
I don't think he's better than Kenny Pickett.
Better than Tua? No, that's 9.
Wait, who? Tua? No, he's not better than Tua.
Tua.
Yeah.
That's 9.
You think he's better than Kenny Pickett?
Yes.
Yeah.
No fucking.
Okay, hold on, stop. Hold on, Alex.
Take Kenny Pickett to the Browns.
Alex, hold on, stop. We're at 9.
Give me Deshaun Watson.
Hold on. We're at 9.
Oh, you're
Matt Stafford's 10. Matt Stafford's 10. Is he better than Geno?
No.
Okay, so that's 11.
Not new Geno.
That's fine.
I would say
That's
old
today,
Geno, yeah.
Alex, it's today. That's 11. Okay, and then you have Brock Purdy. That's 12.
It's not better than Purdy.
Okay, then you have Jalen Hurts. That's 13. You have
Top 20.
Dak.
Oh, now we're changing. Now we're changing the rule.
Yeah, Dak.
Top 20.
Okay, and then you have Jared Goff.
I don't know. Is he better than 12 quarterbacks in the league?
Is he better than Kirk Cousins?
Bud.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's better. He's better than Kirk Cousins.
I'd take him over Cousins.
So if he's better than Kirk,
so
if he's better than Kirk, then he's better than Dak, is what you're saying.
Oh, I'm taking him over Dak and Kirk at this point.
Oh, you better stop,
I'm not.
man.
I'm not.
I won't do that.
I think he's got.
I will because I think he can
stash, bro.
He can't do any worse than
guys,
they have done in the offenses they're in.
You really think that?
I agree.
No.
I 100% believe that.
Okay.
Yes, somehow Gardner Minshew became the centerpiece of our show.
I said one thing.
You said he was a top 15. That's a fucking hellacious
big thing.
Maybe
All right.
20. Maybe
breaking news.
I think we're all going to go Miami here. I'm not even going to ask the question.
Oh no, we're gonna go Bryce Young and the Panthers. Well, why not?
Bryce Young even playing?
This one's interesting. The Detroit Lions traveled to Tampa Bay.
No, it's not.
Interesting.
No?
Detroit. No. I think Detroit is
Tampa Bay's fool's gold.
The way Detroit's playing right now, I think they're top 4 team in the NFL. Maybe
they're biting ankles all over the place.
Yeah, I think Detroit wins pretty.
I haven't biting ankles in kneecaps.
Imagine if Jamar Gibbs wasn't hurt.
I didn't say that 3-man weave. I never said that. That was Fogg.
What? What did Fogg say?
Whatever 3-man weave just said.
What did he say? What did they say?
Why do you guys see the comments? I don't see the comments.
You also said Matt Ryan was better than Kyler Murray.
Oh, he is better than Kyler Murray.
He is better.
What the fuck? I'll stand behind that. Donald Hill, AJ Williams. I will tell you right now, Kyler Murray is trash. There's a reason why he's going to be out in Arizona. There's a reason why he's not going to be a Hall of Fame quarterback or a potential Hall of Fame quarterback. Matt Ryan is hella better than Kyler Murray. Shut up.
Ooh.
The fuck out of here.
Bro, Dobbs actually looked pretty good till last week.
At the time, it was a hot take. It was kind of a hot take at the time. Kyler Murray.
Well, guess what? I was right.
Okay.
I was right.
Kyler Murray was an MVP. Kyler Murray was an MVP candidate before things kind of unraveled.
Yeah, he was an MVP candidate right before the midway point to the season. When shit changed, he fell off.
What year was that?
I believe it was.
The year that he went to playoffs and got ramroded by the Rams?
Actually, yes. That was. Time out,
man.
Drew, wait. How about that was the year where they started out really, really strong. I think they started like 71 or 8-1, but then they collapsed because Kyler Murray was legitimately hurt. But nobody wants to bring that up.
Kyler Murray was an MVP candidate Nevuary. That's when he was. Nevuary.
No, he was. He was
Nevuary. That's when he was.
Compared the later years of Matt Ryan versus Kyler Murray. You damn.
And I'll still take Matt Ryan's later years over Kyler Murray. So yeah, rocks.
I don't
kick rocks.
If I'm misremembering, but didn't Matt Ryan win an MVP? Didn't he go to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, but you didn't hear what he just read. He said the later years.
Oh, I mean,
even in the later years, Matt Ryan put up MVP numbers. He put up similar numbers to his MVP year when they went. I think it was
when they were trash. They
9 or something like that.
Yeah.
He still put up those same numbers, and people were like, "Oh, he was martrash." How was he trash then? If the team was trash, get the fuck out of here.
Until that margarita's getting to you.
Margarita, it's martini fog tonight.
Martini fog.
God damn, man. Yo, I hate that nonsense. Look at the numbers. Don't talk shit.
I listen. Alex already knows how I feel about Kyler Murray. I've never been a Kyler Murray guy. I never have. I never will be. I thought he was extremely overrated coming out of college. That's just me.
Oh, I mean, I told you what was going to happen. His height, the fact that he was more in love with baseball, all that stuff affected him. That's why Bryce Young is not going to be in the NFL in 5 years.
Come on,
they're both overrated. I get over it. It's what I said. It's the truth. I can't help it.
One of the worst franchises in football, and honestly went to a head coach in Cliff Kingsbury who doesn't even deserve to be a coordinator anywhere, right? He's not even that good of a coach anywhere. And even in college,
losing record in
Kingsbury
college,
was horrible.
right?
So like
Murray is a midget.
Kyler Murray, I'm not saying he was perfect. What I'm saying is I can make the argument that he carried Cliff Kingsbury as far as he could, and then afterwards he couldn't do it anymore.
I agree with you. Listen, I agree with you that Kyler Murray was a talented college quarterback, but it doesn't flow in the NFL the same way. And
his numbers are fine in the NFL, though. His numbers are fine.
What does fine mean? What is fine?
Well, his numbers are top 10, 15 in terms of a quarterback in the league. Let's not act like he's some like Ryan Leaf or like some dude who's a complete bust. He was good. Like he got hurt. I will say that he got hurt. And honestly, the game plan,
84 touchdowns, 41 picks.
Yeah, he's 2-1, which is good.
13,848 yards.
Here's
the problem. Here's the problem, though. He hasn't played a full season since 2020. That's his issue.
Are a concern.
Injuries
are a concern.
And if you go to his butter, it's his rushing, right? We all can agree he's one of the best when it comes to running. 23 touchdowns rushing in 4 years but here's the problem, 35 fumbles.
No, the problem I got is
23 of them were lost.
He's averaging 12 interceptions a year. That's a problem for me.
You put those numbers together, he has over 100 touchdowns, but he also has over 60-something turnovers.
You know what's interesting about three-man Weave's comment is you can't dismiss bad organizations but praise system. I like that. You can't dismiss that because I promise you, if Kyler played for the Niners right now, it'll be a better football team. Right now, they'll be better than what they are right now. Not at all. What is Kyler Murray? What does Brock Purdy do better than Kyler? Wait. What does Brock Purdy do better than Kyler Murray?
Stay healthy and be on the field.
No.
IQ.
You can't say about Brock Purdy. When Brock Purdy he got hurt last year in the biggest game of his career, right?
That's one game.
He got hurt on a dirty hit. He didn't get hurt fucking riding his dirt bike around his backyard. Like, let's be real.
Pre-snap and post-snap reads the way Brock Purdy
missed a lot of games in college as well. So there's
the way Brock Purdy
reads
the game.
Brian, hold on. Brian, Fogg, go ahead and finish.
Yeah, the way Brock Purdy reads the field, reads the defenses, pre-snap, post-snap, is much better than what Kyler Murray does. That was the biggest problem I had with Kyler Murray coming out of Oklahoma. We talked about this. Murray does not do.
It's virtually the same offense, Fogg. It's virtually Kyle Shanahan and Cliff Kingsbury.
Yes,
honestly, virtually run the same.
And I agree with you. I think Murray would flourish in Shanahan's offense.
Hold on, they run the same offense. So why wasn't he successful in the NFL?
I don't believe he reads.
Well, injuries. I mean, he got hurt. But what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, all I'm saying is this: is Kyler Murray would be more successful in another organization the way Brock Purdy. You put Brock Purdy with Cliff Kingsbury. We're not talking about Brock Purdy. We're not talking about him. You can put Kyler Murray in San Francisco, barring health. I get that. And we already said that. Kyler Murray is going to do the exact same thing. Because in my opinion, Kyler Murray is the more talented and more upsided quarterback than Brock Purdy. That's just me.
Well, he's more talented because he's more athletic?
He's more talented because he's more athletic. And honestly, I think Kyler Murray's arm talent is better. It's better than Brock Purdy. Arm talent meaning
but that's fine.
I mean, it's fine.
Just because you can throw a ball 80 yards doesn't mean that you have more arm talent.
History. I understand that Kyler Murray is not playing, and we don't see it now. I get it. Coming out of the draft, Kyler Murray had one of the best arms compared to Patrick Mahomes. And you know what? It wasn't that far off. because Kyler Murray had amazing.
We're talking about arm talent, though. We're strictly talking about arm talent. That's fine. We could talk about arm talent the other day. Quincy Carter could throw the ball on his knees 100 yards, and look what that got him. We can talk about
Marcus Russell has got the most arm talent in the history of the draft. What did that do?
Hold on. That's my point. What I'm about to bring up to you is accuracy. Accuracy is a big thing. We're talking about a guy who had a passer rating in his career at below 90.
Who is the
that's he had DeAndre Hopkins for 3 years.
Did he? It was 3 years.
Yeah, he had D-Hop for 3 years.
He did have.
I'm not gonna get on his accuracy because
let's not act like he hasn't had people to throw to.
His career accuracy.
He hasn't. D-Hop is great, but I'm not gonna sit here and say that he's had.
You got the Hall of Fame talent.
Okay, I don't know about that, but I wouldn't say he has the plethora of talent. Well, that's another discussion. I wouldn't say he's had a plethora of talent that Brock Purdy has had for his entire career.
No argument there.
Kyler Murray came into a horrible situation. They did D-Hop, and he played better with D-Hop, which is good. But I can't say that Brock Purdy's accuracy is better than Kyler Murray. I mean, if it's splitting hairs, it's splitting hairs. And come on, recency bias is a hell of a drug. I too agree with 3-Man Weed because we don't see Kyler. We kind of forget how good Kyler Murray was, right? But we don't remember that because he hasn't played in so long. It's just easy to forget. I get it. That is what it is. Kyler Murray was a baller, guys. Kyler Murray was a baller.
Kyler Murray was a baller?
He was carrying Cliff Kingsbury. It wasn't the other way around. He was carrying a bad coach. Would you agree with that?
I agree with that.
Okay.
I agree with that. He was carrying the bad coach. But at the end of the day, I still don't believe in you, B. You and I talked about this. I still never believed in Kyler Murray.
We're not talking about Kenny Pickett, Noah. I don't need to have a heated debate about Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett isn't any good. Let's just
I think we should.
He isn't any good.
I mean, I'm not going to dive into the Arizona Cardinals pass. I mean, I agree with you. Cliff Kingsbury should never had a head coaching job. That's 1,000%. But
I still never believe
the numbers. I have to go look. I gotta go look in the past and look in his advanced metrics for throwing. But dude, like just looking at what he has from an accuracy standpoint, dude, he's below average. He's average to below average
because he can't read defenses.
Wait, what do you mean?
Brian,
That's the
Hold on.
problem.
His completion perception is.
I don't necessarily agree with that.
What team has ever in the history of the NFL has ever made such a huge emphasis on study? And we joke about it all the time, but I mean, and I think it was kind of stupid for Arizona to put it on there. But still, that has to be glaring issue.
So let me respond to that. I personally, I talked about that. I know that was a big topic last summer or 2 summers ago now. I don't know, but I'll say this about that. I think that was more of Arizona getting back at Kyler Murray because of things Kyler Murray was saying about them behind the scenes or whatever, and they were going to clap. I think that was more of, oh, you want to talk shit about us? Okay, how about this? And let's put this out there and put a clause in his contract and accidentally leak it just so we can make him look bad. It's a PR. That was a PR game. I don't think Kyler Murray doesn't get to the NFL without studying. I feel like that was just a ridiculous thing that it was Arizona. They shoot themselves in the foot all the time.
Say that to Johnny Manziel.
Thing that they did. Yeah, how you say what?
Say that to Johnny Manziel.
No, the Browns quarterback. Real sweet.
I had to throw a Browns dig in there, buddy. Hey, man, we need to have a conversation. Listen, we need to do a show and have a conversation about these topics. I think it's great topics to talk about.
Kenny Pickett, especially.
Yeah.
That would be a
you really like Kenny Pickett.
Elite arm talent.
My God, dog. Help me, dog. Please help me with this dude.
No.
But Kenny Pickett.
I'm not a fan of Kenny Pickett. I can't even.
Are we all on the Eagles?
Yeah.
Especially Fogg.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a true statement, though.
I don't know how this is a Sunday night football game. Giants are at Buffalo. We're all on Buffalo.
Yeah.
Because Daniel Jones. That's what's
Stop.
$40 million. That's why. He's got $40 million to be alive. 40 million reasons to be alive. Isn't that famous?
Man.
Listen, all he's got to do is give me $100,000. Just give me $100,000. I'll talk good about you.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I said. If he's so bad at studying, why are they paying him?
Because there's
more about Cardinals than Kyler.
So yeah,
it speaks volumes about the Cardinals, but it speaks volumes about how shitty the organization is.
Yeah,
I could easily flip that back and say how bad the organization is.
It's terrible. It's awful.
But I mean, maybe you went to a different organization, you'd be better. I don't know.
You can say that about like what 25, 30% of quarterbacks.
Tim Couch.
If Michael Vick was born in this era, was able to play in this era, he would be the best quarterback probably ever.
Tim Couch would have definitely been better not going to the Browns, buddy. Played for Kentucky, broke every one of Peyton Manning's record, came to the Browns.
Shut up.
Couldn't even be a backup on the Green Bay Packers. He couldn't even make the fucking roster. He couldn't pass a physical. He had 17 undiagnosed concussions. The man almost fucking died on the field. Fucking crazy. Fucking Browns, man.
I love the Browns, man. They're a great organization.
Fucking ass clown.
I love the Browns because of Alex right now.
Hey, real quick, before we get to this last game, bro, I can't believe we're still talking here. We get to the last game, man, real quick. Who had the worst trade? The Deshaun Watson trade with the Browns or the Denver Broncos of Russell Wilson?
Deshaun Watson for sure right now. Fucking motherfuckers.
What did the Broncos give up for Russell Wilson? I forgot.
I'm going with the Broncos.
17 picks and fucking 3 houses. Fucking clowns. Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with the Browns.
We have to have a conversation next week about that.
Let's talk about that trade because that was fucking.
We'll talk about that next week.
I'm taking the Broncos too. I think that was I think it was the worst trade. The Browns have better upside.
Go Wallace.
I'm always gonna say the young.
What are we doing? Are we talking about the fucking every shitty quarterback the Browns has ever had? Fuck, man.
You have to say John Manziel was the worst.
Seneca was born. I don't know when he was born, but 20 years too late or earliest.
No, you know who the worst.
Yeah, I agree, Brian. I agree.
You know who the worst
plays
was,
flag football.
Honestly? You know who the worst was, honestly? Without a doubt. You know who I'm going to fucking say. You might as well just say it for me. You already – just say it. Just say it.
I'm not going to say it for you. Say it.
You don't go ahead and say it, motherfucker.
I don't want to.
Who was it?
The worst Browns quarterback ever. And it's not –
Johnny Manziel.
No.
Is it Baker?
It's not – It's Baker Mayfield. You know why?
No, it's not. Shut your mouth.
Because he gave us fucking hope for 1 year, and then he turned into the shit turd that he was. Johnny Manziel 2.0. That motherfucker. He was trash.
No, he was not.
Fucking asshole. And now he's somehow winning again in fucking Tampa Bay. That motherfucker.
Nah, he's not. He's not even good.
He gave up 18 fucking picks and fucking 7 Rolls Royces for Deshaun Watson, paid him the most money ever in the history of fucking ever. Fuck!
I got cramps right now.
There's no way you think Baker Mayfield's the worst.
Fucking Mayfield.
Hey, somehow I think Alex is younger than where he looks because the Browns fucked him the hell out.
Oh, facts, Brian.
The Browns fucked him the hell out.
Fuck, man.
God.
He's stressed.
One day I'm going to have a fucking stroke because of these assholes.
We
fucking John Elway tore my fucking heart out every fucking year. Best fucking quarterback we ever had, Bernie Kosar, and then we can't get fucking the fuck, man. Never gonna win a Super Bowl. I'm gonna fucking die. My son's gonna be 80 years old. We might get one. Fuck.
Hey, man. How old are you, Alex? I forgot.
I'm burning all my fucking brown shit tonight, these motherfuckers.
Alex, how old are you? I
42. I just turned 42 this year.
God, I got 10 more years.
42.
Yeah, but have 4 fucking kids and be 42 and be a Browns fan. Fuck off.
Shit.
All right, so let's get to Cowboys and Chargers. Fog, you're first.
Oh shit. Damn. Reality just hit me because Alex shit took me on a different cloud.
Man, three-man weave was D Hill was supposed to leave like a half an hour ago. You say he was out of here. I'm so glad he's still on.
I'm gonna take the Cowboys.
All right,
They gotta come back after that ass whooping. Yeah,
Alex.
they gotta come back.
You already picked the Chargers. You know, I called it in the beginning of the show or middle of the show, whatever it was. I don't remember now. 2 hours in.
I wanted to have a segment to talk
Browns.
about the Chargers a little bit, but golly, we got to go. Brian, who you got?
The Kellen Moore Bowl. I got I think Dallas bounces back. I think Dallas bounces back. They have to bounce back. They have to.
Listen.
think Dallas bounces back.
Alex,
Speaking of the
They
Browns,
lose?
the Chargers
Shit.
are the Browns of the West Coast, man.
They are.
Fuck. Fucking
I'm
fuck.
I'm going with Chargers. I got the Chargers.
I
obviously.
think Oakland. I think Raider fans will argue that. I think the Raiders are the Browns of the West Coast.
You guys got fucking Super Bowls, man. How can you argue that?
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. I got championships from like when my dad was semen in my grandpa's nuts. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. There's no fucking way, man.
Hey guys, this has been a great. I gotta get out of here, dude. This has been a great show. I appreciate everybody that's still on. The six people that are on. That's crazy.
Yeah, we kept 6
Oh,
people
God.
for 2 hours.
On after
Got
this
him.
shit.
Got him.
You would pick Dallas too. Shush your mouth. I'm gonna
Oh,
hold
Graham.
on.
There you go.
I
won
got
the
to get
live
Deal
bet,
on here
bro.
one time. Hey, so guys, I appreciate it, man. Real quick, November 14th, we're gonna do a special thing. It's our 100th episode, so we're gonna do something really cool on November 14th. We have a little program ad that we're gonna add here in the next couple of weeks, and we're gonna have all of our co-hosts back in the past show up for that night. So it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait. Until then, man, Brian, thanks for joining on, man. I hope you can come back again. That was great, dude. We had a lot of fun with you.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate you for having me.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
Yeah,
Go ahead and shout out. You guys want to shout out one more time, man? Shout out your show real quick.
Yeah, man. Make sure you guys join me and Fall tomorrow night, 6:00, 2-man front. We'll see you guys there.
All right.
You're welcome anytime, Brian. It was nice having another educated person on this show, vice these two knuckleheads, so I'm cool with it.
The fuck? So disrespectful.
I had something to say, but we really would have been canceled if I said it. So, for
Hey,
that,
Fall.
guys, thank you guys so much. We
Fall.
appreciate you all,
Fuck Philly.
and we'll see you next week. See you guys.
All right, y'all.